As our planet manages to complete another revolution around the sun, you guys get curious to know about which games did one manage to play during that revolution. और ये वीडियो उसी के बारे में, बेस्ट गेम्स आई प्लेड इन 2025। और मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा जब मैं ये कहता हूँ कि मैंने इस साल भले बहुत ज़्यादा गेम्स नहीं खेले, बट मैंने बहुत अच्छे क्वालिटी वाले गेम्स खेले, एंड आई कैन नॉट वेट टू टॉक अबाउट दोज गेम्स विद यू गाइज। So let's get started. Alan Wake. Alan Wake is a game which accurately depicts what going through a writer's block feels like. ये गेम को डेवलप किया है Remedy Entertainment में, और आप उनको जानते हो एक छोटे दो गेम्स की वजह से, जिसका नाम आई डोंट नो, आपने शायद से सुना होगा, Max Payne एंड Max Payne 2. ऑल्सो फन फैक्ट, रेमेडी के यूनिवर्स के हिसाब से एलन वेक इज एक्चुअली सपोज टू बी द राइटर ऑफ मैक्स पेन. डू यू गाइज नो दैट? तो अगर आपको लग रहा है कि एलन वेक तो ये गेम तो बड़ा बोरिंग लग रहा है, ये आदमी तो बस एक टॉर्च लेके ही लोगों को मारते जा रहा है, वेल व्हाट इफ आई टेल यू, ये टॉर्च वाले आदमी ने ही आपका फेवरेट प्रोटैगनिस्ट बनाया है. एंड यू थिंक एलन वेक इज बोरिंग? मैन, टेल मी अ गेम इन विच यू कैन डिफीट अ बुलडोजर विद अ फ्लैश लाइट. Only Remedy Entertainment can pull off shit like that. But in all seriousness, Alan Wake is like the perfect 7 out of 10 game you will ever play. Sifu. सब टिम स्वीनी, फोर्टनाइट और एपिक गेम्स को थैंक यू बोलो दैट दे गिव सच अमेजिंग गेम्स फॉर फ्री एवरी नाउ एंड देन. आई मैनेज टू गेट दिस गेम फॉर फ्री एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ फन दैट आई हैड प्लेइंग दिस गेम. Sifu will easily be one of the best melee combats or just combat games in general you will ever play, because उस गेम का combat might be easy to learn but it is really difficult to master, and that's where the fun of this game lies. Yes, this game is like excruciatingly difficult. This game is really difficult, but the process of dying and coming back alive and learning the game and then dying and then starting the game again from the scratch and watching yourself progress and improve in the game, that's what really makes this game come to life, and I cannot recommend this game enough. If you didn't manage to get it for free on Epic Games, I am so sorry, but it is worth buying because this game is that good and it has like such a high replayability value. अगर हो भी जाए, अगर आपसे ये गेम बीट भी हो जाए आसानी से, you'll find yourself coming back to this game again. It's in the same market as Souls games वाला genre. You can't help but keep replaying it. And the art of the game, it's just simply phenomenal. I love the art of the game, especially म्यूजियम वाला लेवल. वो लेवल देख के तो मेरा दिल आ गया था उस पे. और वो गेम में इतने सारे मूवी रेफरेंसेस हैं, मैं वो बार बार देख के बोला था, ओ क्विंटिन टेरेंटिनो, किल बिल वाला शॉट, ओ ओल्ड बॉय वाला शॉट. यू कैंट हेल्प बट ड्रॉ पैरेलल्स. डेफिनेटली आई रेकमेंड प्लेइंग दिस गेम. इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ फन एंड अ लॉट ऑफ सफरिंग, डोंट फॉरगेट दैट. नेक्स्ट अप, डिस्पैच. मैं पहले ही एडमिट करता हूँ, जब मुझे पता चला कि डिस्पैच इज़ अबाउट सुपर हीरो स्टफ, मेरा इंटरेस्ट चला गया था, क्योंकि इन जनरल मुझे सुपर हीरो स्टफ पसंद नहीं आता है. इट्स नॉट रियली फॉर मी. लेकिन द ओनली रीज़न आई डिसाइडेड टू प्ले दैट गेम, देर आर 3 people who are responsible for me playing that game: Jacksepticeye, Moist Critical and Joel Haver. गो यूट्यूब. जब मुझे पता चला कि मेरे 3 फेवरेट क्रिएटर्स, स्पेशली जोल हेवर हु डज नॉट गेट द फेम एंड रिकग्निशन दैट ही डिजर्व्स, आई वाज लाइक मुझे तो ये गेम खेलना ही पड़ेगा. आई हैव टू प्ले दिस गेम फॉर दीज 3 guys. एक और कंट्रीब्यूटिंग फैक्टर था कि कैसे इंटरनेट सेलिब्रेट कर रहा था एरन पॉल की परफॉर्मेंस एंड हाउ द इंटरनेट वाज एसेंशियली थर्स्टिंग ओवर Blonde Blazer and Invisigal, and then I was like, okay, I have all the reasons to play this game. I will definitely play this game, and it was easily one of the most coziest and casual 8-hour experience you can have while playing a game. It's almost like watching a TV show while making your own decisions. I am very surprised that Netflix hasn't managed to acquire this studio yet, because this is like a money machine right here. And the way people were talking about the romance in the game, मुझे लगा this is like the finest romance you will experience. मुझे लगा ये लाला लैंड से भी better होगा. But you know what I think regarding the romance? सैयारा had better romance than Dispatch. और अगर आपको लग रहा है मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ, tell me which one of them has the better title track? Not bad. Not bad. But in all seriousness, I think the voice acting itself is a big enough reason to check out this game. There are so many video games that are out there which have terrible voice acting, which instantly takes me out of the story. So a game like Dispatch is a breath of fresh air. Finals. The Finals is easily one of the best free to play games जो मैंने खेला है. Like मैंने Call of Duty में इतना दिमाग ख़राब किया है, Valorant में अपना इतना दिमाग ख़राब किया है. The Finals में मेरे अंदर कभी ऐसी फीलिंग नहीं आई कि I want to break my PC. So that by itself deserves a lot of praise. And I am so happy that Embark Studios, जिन्होंने the finals बनाया है, they're finally getting the credits and the praise that they deserve for Ark Raiders. It's a game, the finals, जो मैं आपको recommend करता हूँ, आप definitely खेलो. अगर आप खेलते भी नहीं हो competitive FPS games, I still recommend playing this game just a bit on the casual because it is a lot of fun. मैंने ये game पे video भी बनाया था, आप वो भी देख सकते हो, but do not miss out on this game. It is a lot of fun. The destruction, the weapons, the classes, it makes for a total fun, chaotic experience that you cannot miss out on. Next up, The Last of Us. I don't think मुझे ये choice explain करने की ज़रूरत है. This game was my introduction to Naughty Dog's work and I was just simply blown away. It's like one of those great examples जब आप कोई movie या गाना सुनते हो जो सब सुनते हैं, सबका favorite है और आपको लगता है इसमें इतना खास क्या है. And when you watch that movie or you listen to that song or you play that game and then you go like, yeah, I guess that is why it is considered to be one of the greatest. I think it is easily one of the best stories that this medium itself has managed to attain. This and Red Dead and plenty others, but it is genuinely a special game. And अगर आपने नहीं खेला है and you're in one of those जिनको मैं बोलता हूँ aspirational gamers, I highly recommend. Like it will be worth the wait for sure. It's a very good game. And again मैंने इस game पे भी separately एक video बनाया है. You can watch that, but do not. I hope you get to play this game soon if you haven't. And अगर आपने PS3 पे खेला है, I'm a bit jealous of you, but Naughty Dog, incredible work है. They make incredible games. I really want to try Uncharted. अभी तक मैंने खेला नहीं. I think that will be one of the goals for 2026. Let me know if you've played Uncharted and how that game is, because I'm really looking forward to playing that game. And Jack and Dexter तो मेरे list पे नहीं है, but we'll see. Next up, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. अगर आपको कभी Metal Gear games खेलने का मन किया है but you don't know how to attack it, Metal Gear Phantom Pain is the one that you want to start with. जब मैं आपको कहता हूँ कि आपने कभी इतना गेम प्ले, इतना फ्लूइड गेम प्ले, इतना रिस्पॉन्सिव कंट्रोल सिस्टम कभी नहीं देखा होगा. एंड ये गेम is now 10 years old and I still haven't come across a game that has felt so responsive. Like this, I think is one of the finest, like along the other finest Kojima games, but in the gameplay point of view, this is easily the best stealth game or one of the best stealth games that you will play. And if you want just one reason to play this game right now, it's that it has one of the most iconic memes on the internet.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
The next game is the GOAT. ये गेम के लिए लोगों ने सालों इंतजार किया है भाई. Friend, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Games like this one make me appreciate the human creative spirit in the age where AI seems to be taking over everything. ऐसे games makes you realize कि human creativity will be at the apex. It will still be the best. Hollow Knight Silk Song के लिए लोगों ने कितने सालों इंतजार किया है. Like I am one of the lucky few that मुझे बस एक ही साल इंतजार करना पड़ा वो गेम के लिए, क्योंकि Hollow Knight मैंने एक ही साल पहले खेला था. It was in my best games that I played in 2024. So I am very lucky that I only had to wait 1 year to play this masterpiece of a game. And now regarding my experience of playing the game, I am not trying to go into spoilers, but मैंने Act 3 अभी तक enter नहीं किया. I had to drop the game after Act 2 because I had to work on videos and other stuff. But even till Act 2 itself, the bosses and the music, I am sorry, Christopher Larkin's composition is beautiful. I did not think City of Tears could be topped till I entered Choral Chambers. That's a whole separate experience by itself. And man, the character designs is so cool. The character designs is so good. Like I am so like I should not be surprised with that 3 people's team. Like Team Cherry outdid themselves. Like I will go to war for Sharma. आई थिंक हॉलो नाइट सिल्क सॉन्ग. बट मैं ये भी कह देता हूँ, अगर आपने हॉलो नाइट नहीं खेला है, आई डू नॉट रिकमेंड यू गो एंड चेक आउट हॉलो नाइट सिल्क सॉन्ग. यू विल हैव अ tough time, let's say that. This game is also in that Souls games wala genre. Don't think that it's gonna be easy walk in the park game. नहीं. I know ये game में उतना आपको 3D वाले graphics नहीं है, but this game's art, music, Everything about this game is phenomenal, and the only reason it isn't the best game that I played this year is simply because I didn't beat the game. That's it. I want to know about your Silksong experience. I know a lot of you guys love it, but if you have anything else to share about the game, I'd love to read about it because it is genuinely an amazing game. Now, before I tell you guys about the best game that I played in 2025, let me tell you guys about the few games that I replayed this year because I am a bit embarrassed and I have to take it out of the system. I am still playing Valorant. Yes, I can't quit it. I play it every now and then, and I've managed to run into a few of you guys as well, which was quite amazing and surprising. उसके अलावा मैंने Red Dead Redemption 2 replay किया. I tried playing it as a low honor Arthur. I could not do it, man. I'm too nice, and the character writing and the acting is too good to make me stick to being the low honor Arthur. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. And then I replayed Baldur's Gate 3. Man, when I tell you that Baldur's Gate 3 is easily one of the best RPGs that I have ever played, I am so surprised that I never attacked Larian's work before, but Larian Studios are incredible, and I cannot wait when Divinity comes out. What an incredible fucking teaser. But anyways, the moment you guys have been waiting for, Aryan Sahu's my best game that I played this year, and unfortunately I am going to have to pull a Sony Indian Idol moment because there are two contenders and one just managed to surpass the other, and the one that lost to the position is I do not have the right words to describe how amazing Alan Wake 2 is. If I have to use one word to describe the game, it would be original. It's a creative game. I thought Alan Wake was pretty unique, but then I played Alan Wake 2 and it's just on a whole another level. Ye studio, ye company, and this man, they just ball in a different league, man. They're so good. The live action segments, the gameplay segments, the dance sequences, the singing parts, like this game is filled with originality and creativity. Found it so sad that this game just about managed to break even, which makes me so sad because this game is so good. It almost feels like this game is so creative that some people might find it off-putting. कि like अरे ये भाई इतना दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा ये game खेलने के लिए. I am so surprised that people haven't managed to play it, and I bought this game for 800 on Epic Games. This game is amazing. थोड़ा system पे demanding है but बहुत अच्छा गेम है, एंड आप अभी भी 800 में खरीद सकते हो एपिक गेम्स पे. इट सक्स दैट इट्स ओनली ऑन एपिक गेम्स एंड नॉट ऑन स्टीम, बट दिस गेम इज वर्थ द 800 रुपीज बिकॉज इतना क्रिएटिव और ओरिजिनल गेम आपने कभी खेला ही नहीं होगा. लाइक आई थिंक रेमेडी में देयर मस्ट बी लाइक अ श्राइन और अ मंदिर फॉर डेविड लिंच. Like you can draw the parallels instantly from his filmography to Remedy's games, and not just Alan Wake but Control हो गया and all their other games. It's like, and Alan Wake 2 में there are so many constant hints of Sam Lake actually being Max Payne. I love those recalls. I love Alan Wake 2, man. And now the moment of truth. My best game of 2025 is, yes, it is the best game I played this year. Easily, it is the best game I have played this year. I do not care if you think this game is woke trash, it has a weak story. It is really difficult to live up to the masterpiece that is The Last of Us Part 1. But I managed to find the beauty in the attempt, and to even think that you could write a sequel to such a perfect story, that is commendable. Yes, this game's story and character arcs aren't perfect, but at the same time, कौन सा game perfect होता है? I think Elden Ring भी, जो मुझे लगता है मेरा सबसे favorite game है all time का, even I think that game's not perfect. So those imperfections are the ones that I love the most. I think it is easily one of the best and the most violent game that I have ever played. I am sorry, The Last of Us Part 2, from a gameplay standpoint, it is easily, it develops so much more than The Last of Us Part 1. I have never played a game that felt so violent and hard hitting as The Last of Us Part 2. मैंने ऑलरेडी एक 30 मिनट का वीडियो बनाया है दूसरे चैनल पे जहाँ पर मैं बस बात कर रहा हूँ The Last of Us Part 2 के बारे में. आई नो लोगों को ये गेम उतना पसंद नहीं और मैं समझता हूँ, ठीक है, सबका अपना ओपिनियन होता है, बट ये गेम मेरे लिए easily one of the best games that I have ever played. I am a huge fan of The Last of Us, and I can't wait for Intergalactic to come out. So yeah, this is the list of the games that I managed to play this year. आप भी मुझे बताओ आपका कौन सा फेवरेट गेम था और आपने कौन से गेम्स खेले इस साल. Definitely let me know in the comments which was your favorite game this year. And before you guys go, I really want to take a moment to thank and appreciate you guys for watching me, not just 2025 में but 2024 और उसके पहले भी. Thank you so much for your constant support. Like the amount of positive comments that I get all the time, it's genuinely overwhelming. मेरे बड़ा भाई मजाक में बोलता रहता है कि तुम्हारे चैनल पे कभी हेट कमेंट्स नहीं मिलते, एंड आई जस्ट रियलाइज्ड, या, I think that's the magic of having such a beautiful community, and I realize how lucky I am to have such great viewers watching me, because there are so many more better and talented creators out there, and I just feel very lucky that you guys watch me. So thank you so much for your constant support. I still have that imposter syndrome in me कि लोग मुझे क्यों देखते हैं, but that's just for me. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, and it's a great thing that I crossed 20,000 subscribers, and it's all thanks to you guys. I don't really have the right words to say it, and thank you so much for your support, not only just on the gaming videos but the videos that were away from gaming as well. I plan on doing that more as well in the 2026. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, and yeah, I have big goals, big ambitions for this channel, and I do wish to take the momentum into 2026. And yeah, exciting year ahead. And before I go, new year है, Christmas भी है. Party safely, don't do anything crazy, because 2026 में, well, 2027 में आने वाला है GTA 6. So you want to be sure that you're around to play that game. So party safely, and I'll see you guys in the next year. Oh, school wala joke.